when we are thinking about doing an artwork, I'd like you to just take one step back and see composition as planning. It's about working out the layout, working out what goes where, what colors you're going to use, what mediums you're going to use, in what order and what sequence you're going to be doing things. So composition is an important part of doing art. So it's about creating some sort of plan. Now, it can be a plan that is basically the size of a postcard or an A5 sheet of paper, where you've actually got everything coming together as an artwork. You might have like this landscape you're planning. You've got this magnificent cloud here, and behind the cloud you've got the streaming light, and you've got the mountains, and in the foreground you might have a road going like this over the mountains, like trailing past and just becoming part of that really fine story. So you're giving yourself some sort of breakdown of what it is that you're working towards, how your picture is going to come together, where the light is from, so you know that you've got direction of light, and you can make little notes for yourself all the way through as you're doing your planning. You might put in there that you've got more vibrant colors in front, and that these are sort of more, the mountains behind might just be a little bit faded in color, and that you've got like these dramatic clouds with shades of gray, and the beautiful light coming out from behind. So that is part of composition. You're actually just planning your artwork very quickly using a postcard size or an A5 size paper, keeping it really short and sweet. Don't go and spend 2 hours planning. You don't need to. And you might even find, if you are using reference photos, that you might actually use multiple reference photos, because you might say, okay, well, I love the cloud on that picture, so it's picture 1, and I like the way that the rays are working, and that's on picture 5, and that the mountains and the trees might be in picture 2. So you might just get all the reference photos together, and even though you're not piecing them together by cutting them out and sellotaping them together, you're actually putting them in your mind. You're putting them in some sort of order and arranging it. Some of it might even be imagination. So, you know, if you are wanting to, you know, create the road, for example, it might be a road that you're creating from imagination. You haven't found a reference photo that gives you the sense of travel that perhaps something in your mind might give you. So this is about just pulling it all together and creating an artwork that captures it all. Composition is an integral part of doing your art planning. It's an integral part of doing art as a whole. It ends up with a little bit of a well thought through image. You can work out there what your focal points are, and use that as a way to influence your artwork. And it may even lead up to more artworks that form part of this landscape as a collection. Or it might be that you use something in here that triggers your inspiration for something else, and you want to go and create it too. So doing composition can sometimes be very, very motivational, can be inspirational. Let me know how you're going with your planning of your artwork.